Why don't we get out of the box a little more often? What happens when you take that left instead of that right? What happens when you go up instead of down? These are the questions you need to be asking yourself. You need to be able to laugh out there because it's ridiculous. Alright, louder! I was a guinea pig out there. It was like I was in some sort of experiment. They wanted to see what the human body was capable of. We did it. Okay.
One morning, February 1987, he's on his way to work on a beautiful blue sky day.
Stephen Kirsch checking in live from I-40, Interstate 40, Route 66. That's a super bloom. The Great Connector, as it's called, the Mother Road. We are going from Flagstaff, Arizona to set a beta route, a mythical state of funnest known time, the Santa Monica Mountain Challenge, FKT. We're talking mountains and miles, baby. All right. What are you doing, man?
What are you doing, man?
What are you doing, man?
What are you doing, man? My name's Ryan.
I'm Steven. Together we're Rabbit Wolf Creative.
That's right.
Energy systems, vortices, vortexes, vibes, vibaces, vibexes. We have no idea if there's water out there.
Is this enough?
I don't know. These are my clothes. Today's the day. Sandstone, and then bony, and then we do a big loop, and then we come back here. So it's a nice, it's aesthetically, it's very pleasing.
Let's say that you weren't a freak.
Right.
Would something like this intimidate you?
I think so.
Safety first.
My wife bought me this after I nearly died in the Grand Canyon. I love her. It's 10:20. I'll be back at the car at 12. I bet like 12:45. We're going light and fast out here.
And then the start, I suppose, Steve, is just up here through this gate.
Bye. Okay.
First fork in the road, you're gonna wanna go left towards Sandstone Peak.
About a 800-meter stretch, and then take a left. This is a clockwise loop. Come up that. You've got this steep little section here, and I think this is what gets us to the top of Sandstone Peak. On top of Sandstone, above the clouds, we're about 1.5 miles in, and we've climbed 1,000 feet.
That's me. Back you go.
So you go and tag sandstone, and then it's a bit convoluted on how you get back down, but there's a trail. It's kind of hard to find, and I'm pretty sure we're back on the backbone. Just California carpet, baby. So good. Okay, to get to Boney, you gotta take this little game path right here, which doesn't look like much, but apparently this gets us to Boney. There's a little tag. It's just kind of a little goat trail.
You're gonna feel like you're lost. You're gonna feel like you're not going the right way. But I guess we're just gonna have to ask you to trust the GPS and follow that little line on your map. Okay.
So you're coming off the backbone, and then instead of continuing to your right, go straight, We have to go tag Boney Peak real quick, and then we'll come back, get back on the backbone.
This pile of rocks, you're going the right way. That pile of rocks. None of these other pile of rocks.
You go about 1 kilometer out to tag Boney, and then flip it.
Yeah, tag the peak. Almost there, but it's getting just a little bit dicey. I guess we're going along this tiny little ridge here, up to the top of that thing.
First checkpoint, Boney Peak. I think in this route, Boney is kind of, you know, you get here, you're a bit discouraged, but I think it's about to get a little bit easier running.
And that's Hollywood, baby. That's where the movies are made.
You are a steward of these trails. If you see some trash, pick it up, you know? Before I leave Boney, I'd be remiss to tell you, it's not much of a trail to get to where the checkpoint is. It's like this. It's kind of just, you kind of going in between scrub brush, kind of just trying to find your way. Probably pretty easy to miss. In fact, I did miss it my first time. This is where you do your soul searching, people, okay? This is where we're finding our third eyes. This is where we're getting aligned with our chakra, okay? You're doing it on the Santa Monica round. Leave the $12 smoothie at home. I promise you, that ain't it. It's out here, and it's free. Scrambly little section here. There's really not too defined of a trail. So, yeah, this is a bit, not dicey, but there's definitely a little bit of exposure. And then I think we just kind of, I'd say it's up to you to figure it out. Going through here, this feels pretty much like exactly where you'd see a mountain lion. There's these helpful yellow guides, more of the yellow. So that thing I said about it being more runnable after Boney was false. God damn, that took a long time. There's been yellow markings in some pretty key spots. So thank you, Spirit World, for that.
That's where the ocean would be. Steve might be somewhere up there.
Pretty incredible. It's like we're at the edge of the world. We've been running on the Western Ridge Trail. So kind of come over here and then down all this over here. And it is gorgeous. You're overlooking the ocean. I got cut. You're overlooking the ocean the whole time. It's beautiful. A little exposure.
That is not a search and rescue for Steve. We can guarantee you that.
Now we are descending to Sycamore Falls. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a very fast route so far.
We're looking at something that resembles a trail.
This is insane. Just scrub brush and manzanita. This is pretty sketchy. We're just kind of going down this big ravine, I guess? Tunnel thing? This has been very slow. I'm sorry. We just came through all of that. Now we're finally on some trail. Holy shit. Anyways, I gotta get out of here. Congratulations. Welcome to Sycamore Falls. This is the low point of our little adventure. This is where checkpoint number 2 is. Checkpoint number 2, we've got a really long climb to get out of here. Checkpoint 3, back to the car. Harder than I thought it'd be. We've been climbing for about a mile. It's pretty steep. It's almost like a 3,000 foot climb from Sycamore Falls up. One guy told me he saw a rattlesnake, so that's exciting. This section I'm on is the final climb, and it's called the Old Cabin Trail. And it's just like rutted out, and you're in all this manzanita, and it's pretty nasty. Dive off of it here, and you just kind of got a schwack till you're over in this stuff. We're almost there. We got like 4 miles to go. Burly, hard. From about mile 13, so we're almost done. I think it'd be important for anyone you do this with to have a sense of humor, because you need that. This is not a lighthearted loop.
Old Steve said he'd be done at 12:45. I'm about a mile from the finish, and I would say that according to the GPS, he's got 40-ish minutes to go.
Checkpoint 3. Balance Rock. 2 more miles to go. Good job.
If we don't see Steven in about 13 minutes, we're gonna have no choice but to assume that that's for him.
We did it. We found Ryan, and we came this way. Now we're gonna go home. Come on, let's go
What'd you
home.
learn out there, bud? Can you get both of us?
All right, Ryan. We're on the home stretch here.
0.3 miles.
Okay, best thing. There was this amazing part on the Western Ridge Trail. It looked like Ireland. Just these sheer drop-offs, these big cliffs, and you're running along them. I didn't know that was possible in Santa Monica. That's the first annual Santa Monica Mountain Challenge. I think it's aptly named. That was a challenge, and there were mountains.
Did you eat enough?
No.
And you thought it would take you how long?
I thought it would take me an hour quicker. At some points I wasn't having that much fun. That was a hard day. Good luck out there, guys.
Would you do it again?
With people, I'll never do that by myself again.